So Valve just put out some pretty interesting and pretty big news regarding the Counter-Strike Major system for upcoming majors. Now, this news, before I get into it, does not include the London Major, being that the tournament has already started and it actually begins in just about a week now. September 5th through the 9th is the new Challenger stage. But what Valve put out now in their recent blog post titled "Winning is Everything" that was released recently, just today actually. Well, technically yesterday, although I'm recording this at 1 a.m., so pretty much today. It was recent, within the last few hours. Um, Valve put out the blog giving a bit of an update to the major system for Katowice 2019. Now, currently, for those of you who are unfamiliar with the Counter-Strike major system, you have 16 teams in the major. Now, those teams, out of those 16, the top 8 qualify automatically into the major. Those top 8 are safe and they maintain their spots. The bottom 8 at the moment move and get an automatic invite into the major qualifier. Now, the other 8 in that major qualifier are determined through the minors system, where you have your 4 regions: your Americas, your Europe, your CIS, and your Asian countries that all compete within their own individual tournaments to send teams to the major qualifier. Now, the major qualifier will determine which 8 teams will go on into the major to compete with the current legends, which are the top 8 from the previous major. Now, this is going to be the same for London, being that it's already done, everything's gone through and is completed. The major starts in about a week, but they are making things a bit interesting when it comes to the Katowice majors. They have introduced a new system. The system is relatively the same, but they've made what seems like a small change, but if you really go into it, it's a really just massive change. So first of all, one of the biggest problems that comes up with the major system right now is that you have an equal opportunity per region, despite some regions having more teams or clearly higher skilled teams. For example, if you look at every major to date, most of the teams who qualify through the minor system out of the Asian and CIS regions get absolutely obliterated when it comes to the actual major. They get knocked out by the Europeans and the American teams. Some of the Asian teams, such as Renegades, they will make it up there and they'll survive, but most of the time, they get knocked out. The greatest example of this is QB Fire. I think they're under Windstrike right now. They have been winning absolutely nothing recently, yet they somehow managed to qualify for the major, went out 0-3. They went out before I could drive the hour-long drive to the major. Now, a couple matches already started, but they lost in an hour before I could even get to the stadium. That's how just atrocious they are when looking on the global stage. Now, normally, despite them being clearly outskilled by everybody else in the major and being just destroyed, they have an invite into this major. This London major, they had a direct invite into the qualifier, the the challenger stage, which is what it's called. They have a direct invite to that. So they'll be there, they'll be attending, despite them having absolutely no place. Doesn't matter what you say, they have 0 place being in that challenger stage. Now, what Valve has done is they have gone ahead and changed the rules a bit. Now, if the teams that go 0-3, such as QB Fire in the major, will no longer have a spot, at least an automatic spot, in the challenger stage. Now they will be relegated completely out of the major system. They'll need to requalify going through the minor system. Now, this seems small, seems like, okay, the teams that just got stomped out of the major, they have to qualify again because, they may not be that good. But what this opens up opportunity for, and what Valve has done, is that every third place team from the minors will compete for 2 slots. This means that you have your 4 teams, one from every region, going in, or is it a 2 additional teams? Um, so what they've had here, I just want to confirm this. And so 2 teams will make an early exit from the major. Brief playoff with. Okay, yes. Yeah, so every third place team from the minors. So the third place in America, Europe, CIS, and Asia. They used to be knocked out of the major completely. If you place third place in the minors, you're gone. Now, those 4 teams, 2 of them will advance to the major qualifier. Now, what this gives is potential unequal opportunity. Equal but unequal opportunity. So you're going to be seeing now, most likely, instead of 2 European teams, most likely 3, and potentially, no, not potentially 4. Most likely going to be seeing 3 European teams, and you'll either see a third Asian or a third American, depending on what the state of those scenes are at the moment and who ends up being a third. And that one's a bit fluid, but now you're going to be seeing a lot of 3 European teams moving up out of the minors. You're going to be seeing a lot of teams that deserve to be in the major that didn't get in the major just because of the old system, where somebody like Windstrike could get in just because the skill in that region is so low that they're able to slide into the major, when you would have somebody like NIP who struggled to get in. They placed third in the minors or low in the minors, and they're able to now potentially get back in and have another shot. So you have a huge opportunity to completely shake up the minor and the entire major, for that matter, by allowing potentially one extra team from your region. I mean, it could be huge. There's really not much to make a video of this on, but I just need to make something here. Just voice my opinion, voice my thoughts on this. I think it's fantastic. I think it's going to change the game. This is one of the issues that has been voiced by community as well as players, professional analysts. Everybody in the scene has said that, it needs to change. They should not have equal slots for each region, and Valve has done this in probably the most fair way I can see fit. So yeah, it should be interesting to see how this turns out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I just wanted to make this quick video, put it out, let you guys know what was going on with the majors and just a little bit of my thoughts. Hopefully more structured. It is 1 a.m., so I am really tired right now. But yeah, let me know what you guys think.